So we're here today talking pellets and why the Knotty wood pellet is different. This is one of the major leading competitors. Know that most all the competitors have contracts with pellet mills, and that we are the only ones that do not outsource any of the process of making them. The first thing you're going to notice with these pellets is that these pellets here are much lighter in color versus the Knotty wood pellet that you see here. And you're asking yourself, well, why is that? These guys are using a different wood that is going to be on the softer scale. Most of these are an alder base, and they're just using the heartwood part. We use the entire tree. We're almond and plum, as you know, if you're familiar with us. These are our plum pellets. These are our almond pellets. These particular pellets here are plum on there. The reason why ours are so much darker is because we use all the bark. Why do we use all the bark? We use all the bark because that's where the lignins are, and that's what holds your pellet together, which gives you this nice sheen that you see on these. You can see this flashy sheen. It's got a lot of glue, but moreover, the bark gives you the flavor and the heat. These are a very consistent pellet versus the competitors. These break really easy. They're a very, very soft pellet versus the Knotty wood pellet, which is a much harder, denser pellet, which all equates to better barbecue for you. Now, one of the real tests are that if you have the competitor's pellet and you order the Knotty wood pellet, the first thing I'd ask you to do is open them both up, take a look at them, hold them up, take them in your hand and just snap them, and you'll see how much softer the competitors are compared to the Knotty wood pellet. And then take them in your hands and smell them. Smell the difference in the fragrance. You will notice that these have a much sweeter smell. These they smell like you open a box of furniture. We were at a trade show, and there was a lady who grabbed these and scooped them up, and she explained it probably the best of all. She said it just smells like I just opened a box of IKEA furniture. So keep in mind that that's the flavor profile that you're putting on your food when you're cooking with the competitor's pellet, as compared to the Knotty wood pellet, that's going to be a much more fragrant, better flavor profile. The fruit woods and the nut woods that we're using are a premium smoke wood that really the rest of the world doesn't know about, because of here in Northern California is where we're growing them, and it's really hard to get this wood elsewhere. So these are the real differences in these pellets that you can see. Much harder. You can take this pellet and you can actually hear it snap. When I'm popping this pellet, you can listen and you can hear a snap to it, versus these ones here, you can't hear a snap. It's because they're just a softer pellet.
When you order through e-commerce, the same care and quality that's put into our pellets is also put into the packaging here at our mill.
So I want to talk a little bit about looking at why this product is what it is, whether you know about what's known as stick burner quality barbecue, which is using an actual piece of wood like this that you cut, or taking chunk wood like this that is the same process, just smaller, to what's called the gravity feed chunk smoker. The holy grail of barbecue is to achieve this quality. Through the pellet grilling industry, we have now simplified that process. And with Knotty wood coming onto the market, we've now achieved that process where we take this, the entire tree, bark, knots, minerals, the whole thing. We take that, we grind that through that custom mill into this, the Knotty wood pellet, which is a darker, richer pellet, because if we're using the entire tree, we're using the bark, the sapwood, the entire tree to create a pellet that truly bridges the gap between stick burner and pellet grilling and gives you that stick burner quality pellet. For those of you who are out there in the industry who have used us and done others, you will know that our pellets do actually bridge that gap, and that's why it's important to know that our mill was built the way it was, is because of, in order to achieve that, we did have to design a mill from the ground up to be able to take this almond or plum that's very dense, very hard, and turn it into this, the Knotty wood pellet. So, for those of you who are wondering, that's our story. We'd love to have you as a part of the family. Give us a try. Thank you very much. Happy grilling.